What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called The Forever Winter. This is one of those games that's been racking up wish lists, and people have been hotly awaiting it, so I figured I would crack straight on in, give it a look, and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. These are pretty much my first impressions of the game. I think I played for about an hour prior to the recording of this video. Got beat up pretty good. This is not a game for the timid of heart, but it's also a game that's got some significant flaws inside of its early access that we're going to talk about as the video goes along. So today we're going to play for 35 minutes, see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list, or if it's one of those games you would rather not play for yourself. If after watching this you wanted to get the game, I got a link for you down below. It's coming in at a hefty $30 right now that you can purchase the game at. You can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream just in case you wanted to hang out live, but let's dive straight on into it. What is The Forever Winter? The Forever Winter is a game entirely focused upon sort of like a Terminator 2 post-apocalyptic hellscape, where you are a person that lives inside the sewers and you go out to scavenge stuff from the surface in order to make money, in order to survive, in order to supply your faction with the things they need. Along the way, you're going to be taking quests, and you're going to be doing specific things in order to make people happier with you and increase the amount of objects and items you can get your hands on. And right now, I'm looking for a water barrel, so I've dove into whatever the hell this environment is right here. It seems like the game has 3 or 4 maps implemented as of right now. We're going to keep it on the D-low, though, because in this game, you are not a hero. I can tell you that resoundingly, so I expected to go into this game and kind of be like a Rambo badass. Not the case. Everything in this game kills you with a sneeze. So it does kind of capture that generalized idea of hiding and skulking in the shadows and trying to stay away from all of the organized factions that are murdering each other. It does have gun modding. It does have things to loot. So, for example, here we've got a Kala stock. We've got a Neuro uplink. We've got a VTEX optic. It looks like we've got a picture and a Kala handguard. I'll go ahead and grab all that stuff real quick, even though I don't know if it's going to be useful to me. I don't really have any major stuff right now on my character. I spent my first hour getting smoked over and over and over and over again. I finally got a couple of extracts under my belt. And so the world is very dangerous, and it seems to have been taken over by just like giant robots with a penchant for slaughtering everything that looks at them wrong. I don't know if I can jump to that scaffold over there, but I'm going to try. Movement in this game, extremely clunky. That's what I learned about it, is that the game has very, very clunky movement. It's going to take some time to get used to. I don't know if that's meant to like signify the fact that you're carrying a very heavy backpack or what, but be careful while moving around because the game is difficult to get around in. I think I may have actually hosed myself by jumping over here. I don't know. It's okay, though. I was able to work my way up via very janky vaults in order to where I want to go. I want to move through here, but there's like a giant stack of people that are going to try to murder me if they see me. Those guys right there, you got to kind of be careful about them. They will mag dump the hell out of you if you give them the opportunity to do so. So if we're going to fight these guys, we need to do it from cover, or we need to evac out the back. It looks like our extraction zones are over here. Let's avoid that patrol entirely and see if we can move our way off to the left. The scenescape in this game is quite good. However, I've been hearing reports that if you've got anything less than a 4080, the game runs super laggy. So be forewarned, those are the giant robots over there that are like hunting and exterminating humanity. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but let me cruise around for a minute. We'll keep it kind of low and slow and try to avoid engaging with anything that looks like it could instantaneously expunge us. I think I see some loot over on this side. Yeah, we've got a loot container over here. So let's dive on into it and see if we can get ourselves anything useful for the future. I'm just going to kind of like tuck in, and it looks like we've got Neuro uplinks, we've got a picture, we've got some shotgun shells, we've got some AK ammo, and we've got an AK barrel right there. Alright, so giant death robot over there kind of like cruising around. He's not really taking any fire or anything yet. Characters in this game, they are going to beef and they are going to squabble with one another. You can see right there we've got a squad of, I think, Eurasian forces that are now engaging with one of the giant death robots. I don't know if now would be a good time to maybe put some shots on him. It looks like we got one right there. I'm stuck on something on the ground right now, though. You're going to find that very frequently as you play through this game. Hit your space bar and hold it down, and you'll vault over whatever you're stuck on. But I have spent a lot of time in this game getting stuck on environmental objects. The walk cycles seem to just slide sort of weightlessly across the ground. I'm going to try to get the stuff from my kill over here. What do we have? We've got an optic. We've got some repair tools. Those will sell back in town. We've got a little bit of wine. I will take the... Oh, I'm being shot. Okay, let's try to avoid getting shot any further. I'm going to fall back because we definitely don't want to fight these guys from not behind cover. Unfortunately, I just drank some wine to get my health back. So I'm a little bit zonked out at the moment when it comes to aiming. Oh my god, okay, yep, those are bombs. All right, and we've been blown up. I don't even know what I was killed by, but there you go. There was our first foray on out into the wide, greater world of the Forever Winter. I found that about 80% of the time, I don't know exactly what killed me, and so... Not entirely. I mean, when you fire a gunshot in this game, everything on the map rushes you, so... I probably made a bad decision by popping that guy in the back. Every single time I get out of every single match, it gives me a network error. I don't know. There's not actually a network error. If you die, you lose all your stuff, and I assure you I did lose all my stuff. And so I need to go back to a vendor, and I kind of need to get myself set back up with something that's going to be useful for fighting. I'm using scrap weaponry right now, and that's probably a big chunk of why I'm so combat ineffective. I've got 38 rounds of 5.45. Let's buy like a few more rounds of 5.45 right there. I've got enough credits to keep me stacked for a little while. And maybe on this next run, I'll take in an AK with me and we'll kind of like see how the whole thing plays out. I think it might not be a bad idea to take some medkits with me as well. So let's go to our combat loadout. And I'd like to bring an actual proper AK-47 or 74, whatever we've got on us right now, instead of this little rusty, dusty 74U that we've been carrying around. Hopefully this has a little bit more damage on it. Let me get a few med kits in the backpack. We'll put in like 3 of those. We need to bring ammo for this next run. We'll take that right there. 90 rounds, like 3 reloads. It's not a lot, but we're kind of like limited on our carrying capacity right now because you're limited by space, but you're also limited by volume and weight. And so if it fills up this area, you're full, but if it also maxes out this number, you're kind of full. There's a number of different characters you can play in this game. They've all got different stats and different amounts of things they can carry. I've been playing Scav Girl because she's the fastest, and I found that the ability to run the hell away is more valuable than your ability to stand and fight. Maybe that changes a little bit later once you've got yourself more sophisticated gear to play around with. As of right now, though, I do not have significantly more gear to play around with. I could customize some of this stuff, I guess. We've got a collar grip right there. I'll probably take the Ismash, and we'll try to see if we can find some stuff on the map to make ourselves a little bit more effective if I can survive this thing. Let's go back, and I'm going to go to the maps. On the maps, I know my way around the Scorched Enclave, so maybe I'll give that a try. We'll change our entry point, and we'll come in from the cemetery. That sounds good. We'll go in from the cemetery, and then we'll just kind of like ready up, and we'll see how this thing plays. Okay, so this guy's a little heavier and a little bit slower, but he can take a lot more damage than Scav Girl can, so like I think I can live with it. I got my old rusty dusty AK on me. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. We kind of want to watch for hot zones and engagements, like areas that are fighting with each other. Yeah, I don't know if those bullets are coming at me or they're being shot at someone else, but let's just kind of lay low for a minute. I'm going to go around the backside of this little installation right here, and we'll keep our heads down. See if we can find any loot nodes just to bring something back home that's going to leave us a little bit richer than we were when we came in. Looks like we've maybe got an ammo crate over here. Doesn't look like I can loot it. We've got a giant death robot crashing out over there. Okay, let's see what's in this box, and maybe giant death robot won't come over here. He'll probably engage. There's normally a group of soldiers over there that he engages with, so we might be okay. What do we have here? We've got a large lockbox. We've got explosives. I guess I'll take those. Weapon mods. Yep, that sounds nice. M4 magazine, Kala stock C2, and a Kala grip upgrade. I'll take them. Sounds like a plan. Okay, let's get a little bit of look at the lay of the land in the battlefield for right now. So there's some guys tangling over there. I cannot express to you how slowly you want to take this game, all right? The AI is crazy aimbody and will instantly end your life from like 500 meters away, especially if they're like sniper mobs. You kind of want to like ambush when there's an opening, and other than that, like lay low from what I've learned so far. All of my successful extracts had like no combat in them. I just kind of like hid and I grabbed what I could and I got the hell out. And I'm guessing later on in the game we're going to have much better upgrades that make our guns like a lot stronger and give us a lot more HP and things of that nature. But for right now, I don't have that stuff. So it looks like some guys died down here. There's a guy right there. Okay, I don't know if I want to fight him just yet. We are going to get pushed up on if we engage with this guy. Let's go auto. That muzzle flash was nuts, dude. That was a lot of muzzle flash. We probably want to evac for a second because somebody's going to investigate those shots. Like, I virtually guarantee you somebody's going to come check on those. So there's a guy over there. I see him right there. Let's see if we can get some loot real quick. Let's get down here. What supplies you got, baby? What you got on you? That's great. 545 is fantastic. Some scopes, some optics. All right, we got something over here. We've got a Uraskin plans. We've got 556 and 545. I'll take it all. And then this guy over here, obviously we got to loot our kill, dude. I can't just like leave him laying in the middle of the battlefield. Telemetry's good. High-tech toolkits are good. Med kits are good. All right, so I think we're in a solid spot to kind of like GTFO and get out of here. Yes, that quickly. Do not push your luck in this game. Do not get greedy. You will get like bombed out by some mortars that weren't intended for you. Like something terrible will happen. Exactly. There's an entire squad over there. Let's run. I'll be honest. I think that all got soaked. Got him. Oh, we got friends over here. All right, let's run for it. We don't want to hang tight for this. We'll hit a med kit real fast to get our health back. Let me reload. And hopefully they run into that other squad because there was... Yeah, there is. Okay, okay, okay. We just need to lay low right here until this fight is over. Because those guys are going to engage with each other. And we just need to chill. It looks like they may be investigating us, though. Let's run. Flee. Run away. Remember, in this game, you're a rat. You're a cockroach. You're not like a main character. Let's go around the outside. I'm going to try to lose these guys the best I can. Hopefully that tank isn't still active. If it is, this is going to suck for me. Okay, our evac is at the top of that pipe over there in the middle of open ground. But there's fighting in between us and that location. So we can't make it to the pipe. There's a squad right there that's moving around. These guys over here, though, I think their patrol is going to trip on us. He's down. Reload. There goes another one, but the big robot's on us. Oh, no, dude. We got more guys coming back. Run. Okay, flee. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Just run away. Med kit up. Oh, my God. We're kind of like re-diverting enemies all over the map right now. We need to get out of here. I need to find a route that takes me to safety. Unfortunately, this entire area is a death trap. Like, everybody's just fighting and shooting and running and gunning. It's just a mess. I also need an ammo crate really badly. I was not expecting to go through this much ammo. I think we're kind of looking clear over here. So if everything pulled over to that other side, we might be all right. Oh, no, we got a squad right there, too. Okay. Let's get low. Can't loot that. Can't loot that. Those guys are trespassing on through. They got the big robot, though, which is crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen one of the big robots actually get slapped down before. I can already tell, due to the high contrast of this game, that I'm going to have to, like, gamma the hell out of it in post-production just so you guys can see what the hell is going on. Is that big robot lootable? Oh, I have questions now. If they killed the big robot, like, what kind of loot does the big robot have on it? I picked up an item that was like a cyborg scanner that said it gave me a mini-map that would tell me where all the enemies and all the allies and stuff like that are at. I don't think I have any allies right now because I'm just like a free agent cruising through the Wasteland, but some very cool imagery in this game, though. One thing that it does do well, despite all of its flaws, is I think the game does atmosphere really well. Like, it really captures that feeling of creeping through the Wasteland in like a Terminator 2 world. I don't want that guy to aggro me if I can help it. We got a giant death robot over here. I need to get into that pipe and I need to evac. But I feel like I'm walking towards my death right now. Very foreboding. Alright, is anybody like camped out by the pipe? There's a giant robot over there. I might be able to slip and weave him if I can go around the outside. There's also a squad of soldiers over here who have apparently been eating good and killed somebody. I do want the hard drive and I do want the repair tools. I'll take just about everything you got on you because we're on our way out of here anyways. What you got? Smuggled organs. Disgusting, but hey, if it's worth money, it has value. I guess I'll take it. Giant robot, are you over here? Giant robot is over here, but guess what else is over here? The evac spot. I'm getting out of here, dude. I've actually got loot in my pocket. I'm about to make money, and I spend far more time dying than I do winning. Let's get out of here. The evac is not a great effect. They should definitely come up with like a fader or something else like that that'll make it work better. Looks like we killed 4 Europas and we killed 1 Euruska. We killed no Eurasias. But we did acquire loot, so that's pretty cool. We got some stuff. Let's go back to the innards and kind of see what we got going on here. I will move everything to the stash. Did I loot something heavy? I don't remember if I looted something heavy. I don't think I looted anything heavy, so I think we're all right. Let's move everything to the stash, and let's see what we've got to sell, because I've got the terminal over here, so we might as well get rid of some stuff. So what do I have that's like a junk item over here that I can sell? We've got the hard drive. That'll sell for 1,000. That's good. We've got a tool set. That'll sell. We've got a repair tool, which we can sell. We've got Eurascan plans, which sell for 5,000. Okay, yeah, I'll take the 5K, dude. I need money more than anything else. We've got telemetry data right there. We've got another toolkit. We've got some smuggled organs. And we've got explosives, which sell for 6,000. Great. And so I've just about broken even on my expenditures right here. So that at least fixed a couple of my deaths that I edited out so that you guys wouldn't see it. Let me go back to my combat loadout here. And if I can, like, customize this guy, I would like to customize this guy. Let's put a nicer stock on it. There we go. I don't know if that's actually, like, a nicer stock. That looks pretty good, too, so we'll throw that on there. I don't think I really pulled anything that's going to be helpful from that front. Yeah, I don't really have anything too helpful, unfortunately, so we'll go back to the preset list, I guess. But we upgraded our gun a little bit before going into combat. I do kind of want to play around with this Spaz 12. Like, that might also be pretty fun to play around with, but expensive to replace. I've got 10 shotgun shells. That's not very much. I can afford to get myself an old man armed with an AK that'll follow me around. Sure, we made a little bit of money on that last run. Let's see how bad that... The AI in the normal gameplay is already, like, bad enough and aimbody enough that I think this could swing either way. I don't know what my recruit's gonna do. Like, is he gonna cause more problems than he solves? I guess we'll find out. I do need some 5.45. So let's buy the 5.45. Let's try the Elephant Mausoleum, I guess. I've never gone here before, so we'll kind of see how this plays. Combat loadout-wise, I'm going to bring a lot more ammo with me this time around, I think. Yeah, give me like 150 rounds because playing ye oldie mag dumpies kinda got rid of a lot of my ammo really quickly, so we'll bring a few more ammos with us this time around. I would like to bring, I can bring a tactical camera. Oh, that gets put onto my backpack right there. Interesting. I don't know how I use it, but maybe we give that a go. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it. It's really, really expensive, and I got it off one of those giant robots that's crashing around out there. Consumables-wise, though, a couple of med kits wouldn't be missed. I would definitely love to take those with me. How much does that give me back? Moderate amounts of health? Small amounts of health. Maybe I'll try one of the medium med kits then. How big are those? Not that much larger, all things considered. Let's go to the ready room, and we will select him to come along with us. We can also replace all these guys with bots if you want. You can invite people off your friends list. There's also a matchmaking thing around here somewhere where you can take a look inside. Yeah, so there's a squad thing over here. It's been up and down for the time that I've been playing. Sometimes it shows a whole bunch of lobbies ready to go. Sometimes it does not. I have not played around with other players. Oh, there it goes right there. I have not played around with other players, like, at all so far while going through the game. Just because none of these right here have had latencies so far that have been acceptable for a first-person shooter. Like, you really want the latency to be, like, sub 25, sub 30 for a first-person shooter. Like, even with 100 latency, you're gonna feel it while you're playing through the game. So I've mostly been playing solo. Let's see what the Elephant Mausoleum has for us. I might die terribly, or we might come out with some loot. Who knows? I think the ammo I bought was low-quality ammo. Damn, this is a good-looking map, though, right here, dude. Oh, there's guys, like, impaler all over the place. My teammate just gonna follow me and, like, back me up if I get into a fight? I'll take it, man. It's better than nothing. So we're looking for water. That's the main quest that I have right now, is I have to find a water container, and I haven't found one yet. That guy's dead. Okay. Oh, look at that. Helicopter's buzzing over. I'll tell you what, dude. They've got the atmosphere locked down. It's just everything else about the game that is clearly in probably about a year too early of early access. This game probably needed like another year to cook would be my guess from what I've seen so far. Like, the gunplay feels all right, but the enemy AI is wonky and all over the place. They teleport. Sometimes they instantly one-tap you. Like, it's the Tarkov experience from like 4 years ago is the way that I would put it, is that like there's a lot of wonk and jank here. Moving around the map doesn't feel particularly great. Like, movement needs a little bit of work. Okay, so there's somebody up there. Oh, dude, are they coming down to meet with us? They're beefing with somebody else right now. I'm gonna see if there's an opening for a cheeky ambush here, but I'm not gonna hold my breath about it. Did they win or did they lose? Looks like somebody survived. Oh, there's a bunch more moving up there, too. Might want to fall back for a second. I'm going to get down real quick. I don't even know where my bot is. He could be, like, anywhere. And they're now fighting with somebody. Does my gun not reach that far? Nice little ambush. Okay, now I'm getting shot. Let's get back down. There's another one down. Medkit me. Let me get a fast reload. But there's more filing on in, dude. That's like 7 different flavors of terrible. Did I just walk into somebody's base? Okay, just let them fight. Let them fight. Let them throw down. Oh, don't do that. I wish you hadn't done that. I want that loot, though. Like, we just killed, like, an entire squad of enemies. Let me get down low behind cover, so at least I got something blocking the bullets from my face, turning me into a 5.56 backstop. down? All right, he's down, but there's a few more coming. There's one. Oh, dude, there's a whole squad coming. I don't know how aggressive I want to get here. Okay, 2 more down. Damn, dude. Grandpa Grumpy over here is a murderer. A straight killer. Let me see what I can grab. Water, cookies, cigarettes. Okay, let's get back up on a scaffold here and like watch ourselves. Oh my god, it is mayhem over here. I can't believe how much ammo I've already gone through. That guy's got shotgun shells. Oh, there's zombies coming in now too. Problematic. Is that Grandpa over there? I can't tell if that's my guy or not. He's down. But it looks like we're running a little bit low on time here, so I should probably start my closing thoughts about the game. Let me break it down for you here, so you can go into Forever Winter informed. Straight crack off the bat, I'll just tell you the game isn't ready yet. This one likely needed another year or so on the burner, refining systems and getting everything to feel good and snappy, and it's just not there as of right now. There are some things that this title does really, really well. The atmosphere, the maps feel awesome, the feeling of being trapped in overrun trenches as multiple different factions are running mechanized gun battles all around you and tracers are flying all over the place. Explosions are happening. Very few games I've ever seen have gotten that right quite like Forever Winter has. But after that, we sort of run into problems. I found the movement to be really clunky in this title. I found the terrain to be really sticky. Just moving around the maps felt unpleasant, and I felt like I couldn't go more than a few seconds without getting stuck on something, or some little thing sticking out from just environmental decorations and whatnot. It's very cluttered, and the clutter makes the game very immersive, but it also makes traversal just really, really sticky. You can somewhat resolve the clunky feeling movement by cranking the hell out of your mouse sensitivity and playing one of the characters that has a faster movement speed, but moving across the maps, your character gets stuck like all the time, at least mine did, so I felt like I was constantly fanning the vault key so that they could vault over some like invisible stupid thing that I couldn't figure out what I was tripping over. AI spawning, AI accuracy, the amount of AI, their frequency, all that kind of stuff are probably going to need some tweaking as well. The game feels like it doesn't have a lot of structure right now, it just feels like chaos. And so what you really want here is you want structure that looks like chaos, and the game doesn't have that. So the enemies frequently show up in places that you just cleared, or you get nailed by a sniper from some weird angle. They seem to swarm any player-fired shot, like, really aggressively, which normally I wouldn't care about, but you're in the midst of a giant throng of combat where, like, hundreds of combatants are all firing at each other. So how is, like, that many organized squads really, like, tracking your shot itself? I found that it's very easy to get Zerg mobs, so you almost have to play the game stealthy, in all honesty. Maybe that's what they were going for. I definitely felt like I was under threat and I could die at any moment and that I was creeping around in no man's land. So I guess mission accomplished there. I found that just avoiding combat was usually the best decision to make. I found the gunplay to feel okay. The gunplay is fine, but the muzzle flares for most of the guns for me were way too large and blinding, and the bullets that you're firing at enemies, they frequently get intercepted the same way your body does. You know how your body gets stuck on stuff in this game? Your bullets also do that. So bullets will hit environmental objects that they shouldn't. They should clear it, they should go around it, they should go in between them, but instead they get stopped short like it hit a brick wall, which will lead to you draining ammo in a game where ammo takes up a lot of space and seems to be frequently pretty scarce at the beginning of the game for the 2 hours that I played. There's very little to no tutorialization. You will be figuring this game out on your own. But if you're familiar with any other extraction shooter, it shouldn't be too hard to pick up and play. I've played a lot of those, so I was able to get in and running basically just by having played other games of a similar genre. You do missions, you level up traders, you level up factions, so on and so forth. It's not really crazy complicated. Performance could use work as well, although I can't attest to that side from the myriad of... I didn't experience that, but people on the forums are like up in arms about it, and their GPUs are like one series behind mine. I have really top quality gear because streaming is heavy on the overhead and I just have to have that stuff. It's a business investment. But people that only have stuff that are like one generation behind are reporting having a lot of problems. And so I think what we're left here is a game that has some really cool presentation, theming, character design, atmosphere, artwork, ambience. But when you get to the actual gameplay of the title, it's more of a skeleton in terms of things that need work. This game is a skeleton. It needs the bones, it needs the sinew, it needs the cartilage, it needs the polish and the makeup and everything to really get it up and off the ground. And after doing this for so long, who knows if it's actually going to happen. I mean, I play early access stuff here all the time, and then 2 years later I check on it and it went nowhere, and then I just feel like a dummy that got gotcha'd. And so this is an early access that has a long road in front of it, and it is commanding a $30 price point. My opinion is that the safest option is just to ride this thing out and put it on their wish list for a year or two, and check back in on it then to see if the patch cycle was followed through on and the game gets more mechanics and more complexity and more things added on into it, such as polish. And if that happens, then yeah, this would probably be a game that I would really enjoy. But as of right now, my first impressions of the game were pretty lukewarm. For everything I liked about it, there was also something that I was like, oh, that's like half implemented, or that's like really, really rough and needs to be polished up. The game also has like a weird, strange mobile game mechanic for what is effectively a co-op shooter. Your base has a water level, and you have to haul water back to your base in your big slot on your backpack, and if it ever goes down to 0, like your stash just gets kind of deleted. It's an odd choice. I don't know why they did that. It left me scratching my head. It seems like one of those things that like Clash of Clans does to get you to log in daily for like your bonus or whatever, but like maybe I completely and totally missed the point of it, but weird spot with Forever Winter. I really, really want to like it. And I could tell that if it was more polished and had more stuff going on, I would, but it's not there yet. So hopefully when it gets there, we can check it out again. It brings me like no pleasure to shrug at a release that I've been excited about for a long time, but here we are. I'll give it some time and see what happens. For right now, at $10, I could probably shrug off a lot of the flaws the game has, but at $30, I feel like we should expect a much cleaner, more polished first patch. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, it was the Forever Winter. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Keep in mind, these are just first impressions. I played for about 2 hours, so it's possible that I'm completely and totally wrong here. But as it sits right now, I don't think I would put more than 4 or 5 hours into it. See y'all later. Take care, folks.